I'm back. This is Earl J Sports Talk Show. To get it on today. All right, into it. Supposed to come on today. I had some technical difficulties. Got that straightened out, so we're ready to jump right into it. First of all, I want to touch on a few things from last night's game. The Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals game last night. First of all, I want to talk about Tua and the game last week. Watch the game, you can see that, and he got up and he kind of fell back down. That's a sign of concussion. I never had a concussion, but to me, that's a sign. And then last night, he take a vicious from a big defensive lineman, slammed to the ground, and they had to take him out, stretcher to the hospital. And now the head coach is saying that it's possibly nothing but a concussion. Last week they were saying it was a back injury. They put him back in the game. Possibly he shouldn't have came back in that game last week. I mean, you got to think about this now. Concussions are very, very seriously. You know, it does something to your brain. And I don't know. I've been listening to Stephen A. Smith earlier today, and he says somebody should be suspended or possibly fired because of the situation had. They put him back in the game. They let him play this week on a short, and possibly shouldn't have played last night. But besides that, hopefully he'll be okay. I guess he's home now. He's traveled back with the team, and he's going to have a second opinion, MIR, to see if anything else is going on, which they should do. But to get to the game, I took Cincinnati to lose that game last night. I took Miami in the 3.5, so I ended up losing that. But Miami had a chance to possibly win that game. I mean, you go to the fourth quarter, 10 minutes left in the game. You're up by, it's 3rd and inches, and you call a running play. Why not let Bridgewater do the quarterback sneak to get the first down to keep the drive alive and possibly get a field goal or a touchdown? I think that the head coach, I think it should have been a quarterback sneak on that play. 30 inches, not 30 yards or 30 feet, 30 inches. And you can't do a quarterback sneak. So, but anyway, Cincinnati ended up winning the game. And I believe it was 27-15, something like that. I watched the game. It was a good game. But I think Miami would have had a better chance if they hadn't took that hit. But, you know, defensive lineman slams it to the ground like that and then falls on top of him. I mean, vicious. I don't know how much that guy weighed, probably 300 pounds, maybe more. But that was a vicious hit that he took. And I prayed to God that he'd be okay. And he's possibly could have a serious concussion. I think probably last week he had a concussion too, and they just didn't do anything to protect him more. Okay, let's jump into this. With you on everything that you say either. So that's where the debate comes in. And also, I want to make an announcement, a very serious announcement here. In the coming weeks, coming days, coming weeks, I'm going to be having special guests on the show. If you feel like you want to come on and debate with me, I'm wide open for that. This is Earl J's talk show. So I run the show, okay? So, but I'm going to be having some special guests come on in the days coming, in the weeks coming. Probably 2-3 times a week, Monday through Friday, and sports, football, boxing, whatever you want to talk about, baseball, high school sports. I'm going to be into that later on. I got a few things I want to mention on high school football and high school basketball going to be coming up, starting up pretty soon. There's a couple of teams that I want to discuss on St. Vincent, St. Mary basketball team in Akron, Ohio. They're coached by Drew Joyce, head coach, assistant coach Tron Jenkins Roden, and assistant coach. And I'm going to be on in the year once high school sports start out. And I want to touch on Akron Hoban High School sports, basketball and football. Hoban has a football team right now. They got a running back by the name of Lamar Sperling. And from what I understand, he has a big chance to get Mr. Football in Ohio, which would be great. So we're going to be probably later on in the week, next week. Today is Friday. Thank God for that. And we're going to be coming back to you on Monday through Friday. Hopefully, I have a calendar set up for at 11 o'clock on Monday. On Tuesday, I believe we're going to be coming live at 12 o'clock. On Wednesday, we'll be live at 12. On Thursday, we'll be live at 12. And on Friday, we'll be live at 3 o'clock. So you might want to jot that down if you want to tune in. But like I say, to me and subscribe to my show. If you want to chat with me, I got the chat line open. Type something in, say something, whatever you want to say, whatever questions you have that you want to ask me. I'm wide open for that, and we're gonna jump right into it now. And talking about the NBA, and I gave an NBA list yesterday, and I had a couple of views, and a couple of people didn't agree with my my NBA list. So I'm gonna kind of rechat that. I'm going to kind of redo my NBA list. I watched the NBA game this morning, preseason game. It was the Warriors and the Wizards. Steph Curry and Green and those guys didn't play that much. I think Curry played 9 minutes. At 4 points. Klay Thompson did not play in the game. Iguodala did not play in the game. Wiseman did play in the game. He had 20. Golden State ended up winning that game. I believe it was 97 to 86 or 83, something like that. But the Warriors look ready. They're gonna be tough to deal with. Of course, they got a lot of guys that probably going to be going to the D League because right now, they got to get their roster set. But basically, I know who's going to be on the team and who ain't going to be on the team. season start. When the season, I think the season starts between October 18th, 19th, somewhere around there. So we got a few weeks away from that before the season start. But on the NBA right now in the West, I believe the Warriors would be number one there. I don't have any set of or should I say position of teams besides the Warriors and the Suns. I think those are the two top teams in the West right now. Probably number three would be the Grizzlies. And after that, you probably got the Dallas Mavericks, and then you Denver Nuggets, and you got the Pelicans, and then you got the Timberwolves, and of course the Lakers could possibly make the playoff. They could be in the play-in game, but I don't think the Lakers right now are better than the top 5 or 6 teams in the West. I really don't. Concern. It's like I said, the Celtics is going to be there, even though their head coach got suspended for the year. But they do have assistant coach that's going to be taking over, and he's pretty good with the players. I think they'll be okay. Right now, I got the Celtics, and I got the Bucks. I got the Heat and the Cavs. I got the Cavs in the 4th spot now, and they could move up. The Cavs could be in the 3rd spot this year. And then you got the Nets. Still got the Hawks. That's going to be. And you got teams for the play-in games. You got the Hornets. You got the Raptors, and you got the Knicks. But the Knicks is, I don't know. They just won't. I can't seem to get a superstar to come there and play no more since Carmelo left. So I was thinking, and some other people, Mitchell was going to go there, but he ended up going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just made the Cavaliers this year. So watch out for the Cavs this year. But I think the Celtics would be right back where they was at last year. I can't see any other team in the East overtaking them besides maybe the Bucks, and the Cavs will have a good shot at doing that. Okay. Over to the NFL, and there's a few things I want to touch on. We're not going to be long today. A few things I want to touch on in the NFL, but before I do, I want to go to baseball right quick. Baseball is kicking off. The season is almost coming to a close, the regular season, and you got teams that's fighting for position in the playoffs right now. The Los Angeles Dodgers seem to be the best team in baseball. They're 107-48. 107-48. The Dodgers. That's right behind them at 98-58. You got the Braves, the ATL, Atlanta Braves, and 59. You got the Cardinals at 90-66. Okay, so I think the Dodgers should come out of the National League to go to the World Series. Over in the American League, you got the Yankees at 96-59. You got the Astros. They're 102-54. And you got the Cleveland Guardians at 88-68. And you got the Blue Jays at 87-69. Those teams is going to be jogging for position, wild card playoffs or whatever. But I want to speak on the Yankees right quick. With Aaron Judge, he's been knocking them out the park. This guy is he's just playing unbelievable baseball. I believe he have 60 home runs, and I don't know if he has hit a lately, but I'm looking at possibly in the World Series, probably the Dodgers, and it could be the Dodgers and the Astros. It could be the Dodgers and the Yankees. It could be the Mets and the Yankees. It could be the Mets and the Astros. Those teams right there, it's going to be hard to beat. And you can't count out the Atlanta Braves. They won the championship last year. So they're going to be in the mix too. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on that. And right now, I want to go back to the NFL and touch on a few things. Like I say, if you want to chat at me or holler at me, come on, give me some feedback. Subscribe to my channel. Give me some views. Give me some say so. Let me know how you feel about my show. Like I said, this is the second day. I am just getting started on this. I posted a few things on Facebook for Facebook friends and not Facebook friends. Just subscribe to my channel. Give me some love. If you don't like the show, let me know you don't like the show. If there's something you think that I should do better with the show, let me know. I'm open for all comments or all opinions or whatever. Okay, so let's jump on to the NFL. I want to get back to the NFL, my top teams, which I've kind of realigned that. I got the Buffalo Bills at 1. After Miami lost last night, so I don't know how Bridgewater is going to hold up. I'm sure Tua won't be playing for a couple weeks. But I got the Buffalo Bills at 1. I got Philly at 2. I have to put the Rams at 3. They're the Royal champs. I got Tampa and the Ravens. If you don't agree with that list, let me see what your list look like. Let me see who you think is number 1, or who you think is number 2, or who you think is number 3. That's just a list. It could be rearranged any kind of way that you want it to be. Okay, so I want to jump over to talk a little bit about boxing. I want to get back into that because we got a major fight coming up with Terrence Crawford and Spence Jr. I don't know if the fight's going to happen. They're talking about it. It's supposed to happen. If it happens, it's going to be in November. I like both fighters. Terrence Crawford is a beast. He's unbelievable. The way he fights, his defense. He has power. He can go the distance or he can knock you out. I feel the same way about Spence Jr. That would be a great fight. That's a mega fight. A lot. We said that it was going to take a bad man to beat Terrence Crawford in the ring with him. But I think Spence Jr. might just be that guy. So I would probably go with Spence Jr. in that fight. As much as I love, but Spence Jr. I think he's a little stronger, a little bigger. But Crawford is. But Crawford is just unbelievable. I'm having technical difficulties here, so you guys bear with me. I am open for chats. If anybody want to hit me up, please feel free to do so. I am having technical difficulties, so you guys bear with me. So we're not going to be long today. Those are the things that I wanted to touch on. I want to get back to the game last night. Joe Burrows looked at pretty good. He did what he had to do when the time permitted for him to do it. Chase, they was holding him down. I believe going into third quarter, he only had 1 catch for 8 yards, but he ended up getting loose a little bit. But he played good, caught some big passes. They probably should have won the game against Pittsburgh earlier in the year, beginning of the year. They should have won that game, but I think Cincinnati would be okay. I haven't put them in yet, but they're going to do right now. I think they end up we're going to see how they turn out, if they can get back to the playoffs or get back to where they was at last year. Of course, they was in the Super Bowl against the Rams, and they came up 3 points short in that game. And I feel they'll be okay. I also want to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles again. For some reason, uh, uh, I just feel that Philadelphia, if they can stay healthy, if Hurst can stay healthy, and Jalen Hurst is just so physical. He is. I mean, this is like a running back, physical, 250-pound running back coming at you, playing quarterback, and he can throw the deep ball, and he can get away from the traffic to make the pass downfield. Jalen Hurst is better than you think he is, and he's going to have a fantastic year. But Philadelphia Eagles is going to be something to reckon with in the NFC. I can't wait to see them play the Cowboys, Tampa Bay. They got some tough teams coming up on their schedule. But they, like I said yesterday, even if Prescott comes back, I don't think the Cowboys will raise for winning the division. Of course, there's some people that probably disagree with me on that, but especially the Cowboy fans. Yeah, the Cowboy fans is always going to be Cowboy fans. I always want to ask people, how did the Cowboys become the Americans team? How are you? To me, every team is America's team. I mean, all teams are in America. So to me, I mean, oh, they got a star on the helmet. That makes them the American team. Get real. But anyway, like I said, I think Philadelphia right now, to me, even though the Rams are the world champs, I think Philadelphia is playing the best ball in the NFC right now. I really do. And even though Buffalo lost a game last week against Miami, game which they could have won, I think they're probably playing the best ball, in the AFC. But it's going to be interesting on down the line because their division is not that tough. New England is not going to be that good. They should beat them. They should beat Miami the next time they play at home in Buffalo. And the Jets, nobody's scared of the Jets except for maybe Cleveland Browns blew that game a couple weeks ago. And so we're going to see how the Jets do the rest of the year. They got Pittsburgh coming up this weekend. I'm taking Pittsburgh in that game. I think they're giving the Jets 3.5. So that's one of my picks. But the game that I'm really set on watching this weekend is the Tampa Kansas City game. Who would outshine each other? Will it be Brady or will it be Patrick Mahomes? It might be a defensive game. It could be up and down the field game. You score, I score. You score, I score. But I think Tampa Bay has the edge just a little on defense. As far as offense, it could be even. Tom Brady is getting one of his major weapons back this week. He was suspended last week, and Evans. Kansas City is always going to be Kansas City, and Patrick Mahomes is he's gonna throw the ball regardless. So that game is that I'm really looking forward to watching this weekend. But there's not a whole lot going on today. I really wanted to touch on the Miami and Cincinnati game last night because uh, my prayers goes out for Tua. I hope he's okay because I think I just think that Miami is a much better team with him at quarterback. So we're going to see how that goes and how long he's going to be out. Uh, because if he had a concussion last week and they put him back in the game, shame on them. Somebody going to get suspended or fired or fined. Uh, but once the NFLPA do their investigation, I'm sure they're still investigating. They're sure really going to investigate last night, and there's no way probably playing uh, next weekend. And they should keep him out. He's been banged up this year so far, and like I said yesterday, football is a physical sport. Um, it's very physical, and um, don't think you can't get hurt because you can. Like I say, my chat line is open, and I'm waiting. Some has after my show was over that they didn't agree with my list, and I had the Lakers at number 4 yesterday. But number 4 in the West. But I put that out there like that so I can get some feedback, and I did. And a guy called me up. He has my number, and he said, "I watched your show." He said, "You did a good job." He said, "But you got the Lakers at number 4 in the West. What about Dallas? What about the Pelicans? What about the?" I had the Suns and the Nuggets. That was the list I made up yesterday. It's try to get the fans out there stirred up. So and I did, and so I did some studying last night, and so I revised, redid my list, and but I still have the Warriors and the Suns at 1 and 2, and I put the Grizzlies at 3. John Morant. Oh, this guy can play some ball. He is unbelievable. Uh, Also, I had the Mavericks right behind them, and the Clippers. With Leonard coming back, Corey Leonard coming back. I'm sure they're going to be cautious with him. He didn't play at all last year after having an ACL tour in his knee. So we're going to see how they do. Of course, they still got Paul George over there. So the Clippers should be okay. And you got the Nuggets, and you got the Joker, which was the MVP last year. And a lot of people think that Joey Beam should have been the MVP. I agree. I thought Joey Beam was going to get the MVP last year. I just think he did so much for Philly last year. And the guy is just unbelievable. I never thought that as good as player that he is coming out of Kansas, when he came into the NBA, he just blossomed. I mean, the sky's the limit for this guy. He's unbelievable if he can stay healthy. Uh, and also with the Pelicans, I really want to speak on them because Zion Wilson is coming back this year. So we're going to see what the Pelicans going to do. They got Brandon Ingram over there. They got C.J. McCollum from Canton, Ohio. Played high school basketball at Glen Oak and Canton, Ohio. And so we're going to see what the Pelicans can do. I think they got a three-headed monster over there with those 3 guys. And they should be in the mix. And the Timberwolves, they got the big cat over there, and they just got the guy from over there, Corbett. And so those teams, the Lakers are going to have to deal with. Like I said yesterday, Street Clothes is really talking trash. He said he's in the best shape of his life. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. LeBron gonna test you. He gonna see. LeBron want to see if you're in the best shape. But my thing has always been, if you're in the best shape, go to the gym and work out with LeBron, because guess what? This guy gonna come. He gonna come. He gonna come to the game, and he gonna come to practice, and he gonna come in the season when the season starts. He gonna be ready. He gonna be in shape, physical. I mean, this guy he's never out of shape. That's one thing about LeBron, and when Kobe played and when Michael played, those guys they come in shape and they're ready to play. Anthony Davis, you better be ready to play. That's all I can't wait for basketball to open up. We got football going on right now, which mostly everybody is into. And it's going to be fun to be watching football on Thursday night and Sunday. And then, once basketball starts, ball games, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, almost every day of the week. If you have the NBA package or whatever, there are big basketball games on TNT, ESPN, TBS. So that's going to be interesting. We have some sports going on a lot, and I don't know if there's a lot of you guys out there that's into basketball, or high school sports or high school football. I mean, I love high school football. I love college football. This Saturday, we got some really, really interesting games coming up. Got Alabama playing Arkansas, which is going to be a good game. They're giving Arkansas 16.5, I believe. I'm going to take Arkansas in that game. I think Alabama will probably win the game. I don't know if they will win by 16. Arkansas could end up be blown out, but you got to show me. That game is going to be a very interesting game. Another game that I want to tune into and watch possibly this weekend is Clemson playing North Carolina State. And they're at Clemson. I'm looking for the upset in that game. I'm looking for North Carolina State. They have a great quarterback, good quarterback over there, North Carolina State. They play good defense, and I think that's going to be a close game. It's possibly they could win that game, but Clemson plays. I'm not a Clemson fan at all, not at all. But they play good at home. But they got a good team right now. They're at I believe number 5 behind Michigan at 4. So we're going to see if Clemson is for real. But I don't think that Clemson is better than Georgia, Alabama, or Ohio State. So we're going to find out if they can hold up and hold on to that 5 spot, or if Michigan can get by Iowa this weekend. Is another good game in the Big Ten. The Big Ten teams is not as strong as they normally be. Michigan State is not playing as good as I thought they would play beginning of the year. They lost some crucial games, and they still got Ohio State to come up. They still got Michigan to play. I don't think they will win either one of those games. So we're going to see college football is going to be real interesting this weekend. It's a good thing that these non-conference games is over and teams are starting to get into their conference play. That's when you find out how good you are. When you start playing teams in your conference or in your division or whatever, that's when you know if you can sling it, if you can hang, So we're gonna see. Now we're gonna see how good Clemson is against North Carolina State. They win that game. I might have a different opinion as far as where they would in the top 5 or the top 6, top 7. I think USC is a team that's coming on strong, but USC got a tough schedule coming up also. There's a team that I want to speak on right quick in college football that I think is going to be really, really surprising, and they're surprising so far. And that's Washington. Washington is playing. They got that quarterback, Pix Jr. Transferred over from and he's playing good ball over there. And Washington is I forget who they're playing this week, but that's going to be another game that I want to watching them. He's a good quarterback. Also, I want to touch on the Mid American Conference. There's a team over there that I think is pretty decent, and Toledo, Akron U is not doing that great. Kent State played Georgia last weekend. They put up 22 points on them. The Mid American Conference is, well, everybody knows, how the Mid American Conference is. You got Western Michigan over there, you got Central Michigan over there, but Toledo possibly could win that and get a bowl game. I don't know how good Bowling Green is playing right now. Most of every team in the MAC is up and down, so it's wait and see with me with the MAC. I don't follow the MAC a whole lot, but they do have some decent teams over there, and some of those teams, they play big schools, and of course, when you play a big school like that, like Kent State played Georgia last week, it's all about the money. They get so much money for school, which is good, and there's a one team that I want to speak on also is Jackson State, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders down there. He's undefeated, and he's got that team really playing. And I'll tell you something right now about Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. Florida State even though Florida State is playing good ball right now, Florida State made a big mistake by not hiring this guy. Jackson State is of course, is HBCU school, and they are playing good ball. And Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, shout out to you, brother. He's a player coach. He's the type of coach I think that a lot of players would love to play for. He's in the locker room. He get his team fired up. He get his music going on, and he gets to jam, and he get to moving with his team. They love it, and they love Coach Prime. Deion Sanders, is one of the greatest time at his position. There's no doubt about it. And Jackson State, shout out to you. Keep it moving, Coach. So I just wanted to give them a little shout out. I don't know if you guys follow Jackson State, but I do. I like Coach Prime. Deion Sanders always have. He's played for the Atlanta Falcons, played for the Cowboys, and of course he played for my 49ers. And he's got championships, and he knows the game. And so shout out to you, Jackson State. Keep winning. So let's jump back over to the NFL right quick before I get out of here. Because like I said, I'm not going to be long today. The show is going to be short. I'm going to be coming back live on Monday, as I said, at 11 o'clock. If you have any comments or anything, you can post them on my page, and I will answer them. And we will definitely do that. But I want to jump back over to Baltimore Ravens. I believe they got the Buffalo Bills this weekend. It's a game I really want to see. See what the Bills do with the Ravens this weekend. All I know, you better get a hand on Jackson. You better get a lot of people don't like running quarterbacks. Oh, okay. So Josh Allen, he runs. He don't run as much, but he will run on you. But he throws the ball. He throws a good ball. But you better get a hand on Lamar Jackson. I tell you that right now, Buffalo. You better get a hand on him. I'm looking for an upset this. I'm looking for Baltimore to win that game. They probably won't, but I'm gonna watch and see. I guess a lot of y'all out there saying good luck with that. And Buffalo, good luck with that. But I'm gonna watch that game. I really want to see how Buffalo contains Lamar Jackson, because sooner or later he's gonna get loose. And that tight end he got, Andrews. Ooh, that's a bad man right there. You better get your hands on him. You better put him on the ground, because if you don't, he will hurt you. He will hurt you, not only with his legs, but with his arm too. Just when you think he's not going to pass, he will. So that's another game I really wanted to touch on, was Buffalo and Buffalo and the Baltimore Ravens. Going to be a good game this weekend. So to say that, I'm going to get ready and get out of here. If you got any kind of comment, hit me up. Subscribe to my channel. View my videos. Like I say, this is my second day doing this show. So in the coming weeks, it's going to get better. I'm going to get better at doing it. I just love to talk sports. I'm a sports fanatic. I know there's a lot of people out there that loves football. There's a lot of people out there that don't love football or don't watch football. A lot of people out there that don't watch basketball. But just think of all the people that do watch football when you're watching a NFL game on Sunday on TV and you just see the crowd. It's just so many people cheering for their team and their players. It's amazing. So it's something that, that I like. There's a lot of people that probably never love football. A lot of them, they love football. Yeah, Kansas City fans, Ohio State fans. I mean, just football, period. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this music and here. Don't make a chance.